complete grade, but there were some highs in it that weren't there in 22. What made the ultimate difference?
Yeah, I mean, I think just going back to victory lane, that's what it's all about when the year starts, and you want to be able to go out and win races. So really had a really good regular season, and kind of the wheels fell off in the playoffs. But a lot of it was circumstances, and of course we made some mistakes and things along the way. We're going to try to work on those in the off season, but overall, a lot of highlights, a lot of good things, and a lot to build off of.
Having this opportunity and the accomplishments you had with Gibbs, does it make it even more amazing what you were able to do with Furniture Row? Do you ever look back and think that may never happen again in this sport, and what an amazing run that was when you won the championship with that team?
Yeah, I mean, I think about it all the time. Like,
Really?
on the way here, even just talking about guys, when we used to do the burnouts and had show cars, and like we had the crappiest show car ever, Furniture Road, because we literally had one, and they just threw it together because the focus was always on the race car. It was a different, it was just a different, kind of way of doing things.
Right.
And thinking back on that team and what we were able to accomplish is just definitely amazing.
Does it feel like even a bigger accomplishments in a sense because you were, I don't know if underdog is the right thing, but I mean you didn't have the same resources as you just mentioned that these other teams did. So to do what you did then is.
Yeah, I mean we had an ace up our sleeve though with the collaboration with JGR and Toyota, and so we had some, I guess, more room to kind of be creative and kind of take gambles or risks and not have the big corporate banner, and it was definitely interesting to see how it all worked and to think back and just compare it, against kind of what we do now, and it was kind of just a band of outlaws, if so to speak, and it was definitely fun.
After New Hampshire, you were talking about potentially looking at that fishing boat. I'm curious here in the off season, have you been looking at one?
I bought one in August, so
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Shit.
I've been fishing. I bought a center console, 34 foot. Nothing too crazy, but it's been putting some fish on the deck, so it's good.
You obviously won the regular season championship and got into the playoffs and had multiple wins.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel right now when you look back at the season? Are you more frustrated because the playoffs might not necessarily have gone as well, or do you look at it like this was a successful season, we just didn't tie the bow?
I'd say both. I think definitely a lot of highlights, a lot of good things to build off of, but also, the playoffs expose your weaknesses, and we need to look at that and figure out how to be better. That's the goal for this year. So definitely some good things and definitely some things to work on.
So I'm curious about some of those things you can work on, because I know, like you guys have shown, you have the right people in place. It's just more like the processes.
Yeah, I mean some of it's that. We had had a lot of trouble in the pits. Throughout the year, really, and that's something that we need to be better at, more consistent. When the playoffs come, you don't get opportunities to really overcome mistakes, and so cleaning things up there. I sped on pit road a couple times, and it's just little things, and of course we had some bad luck with flat tires and a blown engine and things like that, but that's part of racing, and you got to hope they don't happen in the playoffs. We had such a great stretch in the regular season where things were rolling our way, and then suddenly it's funny how one or two things can go the wrong way and you lose your momentum, and just it kind of snowballs. So that's kind of what happened to us. We started off at Darlington, and I hit the wall in practice and bent suspension and didn't really know it because never really had experience with hitting the wall in practice with this car, and so that was a mistake. And then went to Kansas and blew a tire on the fourth lap, and we're out of the race, and we just could never recover. And it really took us all the way to Phoenix to have another solid race. And we did that, and that felt good. And so it's a reminder of, we could still do it. We just need to do it in the right time. So, playoffs were disappointing for sure, but, again, I got a great team, and I know we can go back and turn it around.
Do you use the off-season break as kind of a reset for you guys, like just for you personally on the driver's side, but also as a team in general, just to kind of like, okay, let's break, reassess, come back?
Yeah, I think we do, and we don't get a whole lot of time to do that, but, in the process of preparing for next year, we go over everything, and we talk about everything, and, we're all going to get together and have a big go-kart race next week, so just kind of lay low, do some fun stuff with low pressure, and then, January kind of ramp it up with, getting ready for the season and the details of things, but the guys are working hard already, and excited for that to come when it does.
Martin, it sounds like the 20-minute practice sessions will be coming back. Are you a fan of that? Do you wish there was more practice?
Yeah, I don't know that it matters either way. Honestly, these days we're so used to the short practices and the qualifying right away that it's become kind of standard and it's become comfortable somewhat. So, you know, going into our third year with the next gen car, we're certainly in a lot better place than we were, you know, 2 years ago. I think it was very difficult the first year with this car to have those practices and really just be locked in on kind of what you showed up with. It was really, really hard if you showed up wrong to fix. So I think we're in a lot better place now, and I think everybody's pretty comfortable with 20 minutes.
Slight difference in the body style, not much difference compared to like Ford, what they're doing for next year.
Thanks.
With the addition of Legacy coming into Toyota, how beneficial is that for you all in Daytona to have a lot more Toyota partners you can work with?
Yeah, for speedways, it's always good to strengthen numbers, right? We've been way behind number-wise from Ford and Chevrolet, so that'll be helpful, and really just having another race team involved somewhat to see if they do things differently, or maybe we can learn things here and there. So anytime you have new ideas coming in, it's helpful, and yes, we'll see how that goes, but definitely speedways, it'll be a big advantage to have more guys.
Absolutely.
This is Austin Dillon, driver of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.